Lakers. Magic Johnson's the greatest player in Lakers history. Yes, Kobe is close, but Magic slightly edges him out. He played 13 seasons and averaged almost 20 points, more than 11 assists, and over 7 rebounds. The man had more than 10,000 assists, and he's still one of the all-time leaders in that category. He shot 52% from the field, which is wild for a point guard. Magic helped the Lakers win 5 titles in the 80s and grabbed 3 Most Valuable Player awards along the way. He also took home 3 Finals Most Valuable Player trophies. He made 12 All-Star teams and was selected first-team All-NBA 9 times. Nobody ran the floor like him during the Showtime era. His 6'9" frame let him dominate at multiple positions and completely change what it meant to be a point guard. Kareem and Kobe both had legendary careers, but Magic's combo of versatility, stats, and leadership puts him on top. The Lakers wouldn't be the same franchise without him. Bulls. Michael Jordan's the greatest player in Bulls history, and it's not debatable. He led them to 6 championships, pulled off 2 three-peats, and won every finals. Most Valuable Player each time they won. He dominated for 15 seasons, averaging more than 30 points, over 6 rebounds, and 5 assists a night. His field goal percentage was almost 50%, which is unreal for someone taking that many shots. He won 5 Most Valuable Player awards and grabbed 10 scoring titles while locking down 9 All-Defensive First-Team honors. He even won Defensive Player of the Year back in 1988. Nobody brought it harder when the lights were bright. His playoff average of over 33 points per game is still the highest ever. Jordan also has the best player efficiency rating in league history. Scottie Pippen helped him build the dynasty and was huge defensively. And Derrick Rose brought hope back to the city for a few seasons, but Jordan's legacy is far above the rest. He changed everything for Chicago. Celtics. Bill Russell's the greatest player in Celtics history, and it's easy to see why. He played 13 seasons and led them to 11 championships, including 8 in a row. That's pure dominance. He averaged more than 15 points, over 22 rebounds, and 4 assists. He pulled down more than 21,000 rebounds in his career, which puts him near the very top of the all-time list. Russell also grabbed 5 Most Valuable Player awards and made 12 All-Star teams. His field goal percentage was 44%, and he did all his work without ever needing to be the top scorer. He dominated games on the defensive end and set the standard for how defense should be played. In the playoffs, he took things up a level, averaging almost 25 rebounds per game and winning every single decisive game he played in. Larry Bird and John Havlicek were incredible, but Russell's leadership, consistency, and impact made him the foundation of a dynasty that'll never be forgotten. Cavaliers. LeBron James is the greatest player in Cavaliers history, and it's not even close. He played 11 seasons with them across 2 stints and completely changed the franchise. He led them to their first and only title in 2016 and was named Finals Most Valuable Player after leading both teams in every major stat. He won 2 League Most Valuable Player awards with Cleveland and made multiple All-Star teams during his time there. He averaged more than 27 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists while shooting over 50% from the field. In the playoffs, he took it up a notch, averaging 28 points and posting the highest player efficiency rating in league history. He dragged the Cavaliers to multiple finals and made them relevant every single season he played. Kyrie had huge moments, and Mark Price was amazing in the 90s, but LeBron's consistency, leadership, and unmatched impact on and off the court put him far ahead of the rest. No Cavalier comes close to what he's done. By the way, if you guys want to subscribe, I'm going to start posting every day. Thanks. Anyways, Warriors. Steph Curry is pretty easily the Warriors' GOAT. He spent his whole career there and has completely changed the way basketball will be played forever. If you check the score of the 2007 finals, the score is like 73-65. Now, teams have that at halftime due to Curry's 3-point shooting. He recently became the first player ever to hit 4,000 career threes. He brought Golden State from irrelevancy to one of the most storied franchises. Yes, Wilt Chamberlain was amazing, but Curry is a Warrior lifer, the best Warrior of all time. Raptors. Kyle Lowry's the greatest player in Raptors history. He played 9 seasons in Toronto and helped turn the team into a true contender. He led them to their first championship in 2019 and was a huge reason they pulled it off. Lowry made 6 All-Star teams and was named to the All-NBA third team back in 2016. He averaged over 17 points, more than 7 assists, and nearly 5 rebounds across 601 games. In the 2016 to 2017 season, he hit a career-high 22 points per game while still dishing out 7 assists. Lowry stepped up in every playoff run, especially in 2016 and 2019. when he carried the Raptors to the finals. His leadership changed the entire culture of the franchise and helped them stay relevant every season. DeMar DeRozan scored a ton, and Kawhi only played one season. Neither matched the impact Lowry brought to the city. He'll always be the heart of the Raptors' championship journey. Knicks. Patrick Ewing's the Knicks GOAT. He spent 15 seasons in New York and averaged over 21 points, nearly 10 rebounds, and more than 2 blocks per game. He scored over 24,000 points and grabbed more than 11,000 rebounds in his career. His field goal percentage was 50.4, showing just how efficient he was in the paint. He made 11 All-Star teams, won Rookie of the Year in 1986, and earned multiple All-NBA honors. Ewing holds franchise records for points, rebounds, and blocks, and nobody's really close. He led the Knicks to the finals in both 1994 and 1999, and holds playoff records for points, rebounds, and blocks too. He never won a ring, but his leadership and consistency defined the franchise. Willis Reed is a finals legend, but Ewing's all-around dominance puts him at the top of the Knicks history books forever. Bucks. Giannis is the greatest player in Bucks history, and it's not even close anymore. He led Milwaukee to their first championship in 50 years back in 2021 and grabbed the finals most valuable player trophy after dominating that series. He's won 2 league most valuable player awards and also took home Defensive Player of the Year in 2020. Over his career with the Bucks, he's averaged nearly 24 points, almost 10 rebounds, and 5 assists while shooting over 53% from the field. This season, he's putting up over 30 points, nearly 12 rebounds, and 6 assists while shooting above 60%. He's the only player ever to average 25 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 block, and 1 steal in multiple seasons. He's made multiple All-Star teams and even won the NBA Cup with Milwaukee in 2024, taking home Most Valuable Player in that too. Kareem and Oscar were incredible, but Giannis's two-way dominance and sustained excellence make him the top Buck ever. Clippers. Chris Paul's the greatest player in Clippers history, and it's not just about the stats. He played 6 seasons in Los Angeles and averaged nearly 19 points, almost 10 assists, and more than 4 rebounds a night. He shot nearly 48% from the field and led the league in assists 3 times while with the Clippers. He also led the league in steals during 5 of those 6 seasons. Paul was selected to multiple All-Star teams and All-NBA squads, and always showed up when it mattered most. In 53 playoff games with the Clippers, he averaged over 21 points and nearly 9 assists. His arrival kicked off the Lob City era and brought a whole new identity to the franchise. The Clippers grabbed division titles in 2013 and 2014 and became consistent playoff threats. Blake Griffin and DeAndre Jordan were great, but Paul's leadership, defense, and elite playmaking made the Clippers a real contender for the first time ever. His impact completely changed their story. Nuggets. Nikola Jokic is the greatest player in Nuggets history, and it's not even up for debate anymore. He led Denver to their first ever championship in 2023 and took home finals. Most Valuable Player. He's won 3 league Most Valuable Player awards and continues to dominate every season. Jokic averages over 21 points, nearly 11 rebounds, and more than 7 assists while shooting nearly 56% from the field. He's completely redefined what a center can do with his playmaking. He owns the highest player efficiency rating in league history and just keeps breaking records. In April 2025, he dropped a 61-point triple-double, the highest scoring one ever. And in March, he became the first player to put up a 30-point, 20-rebound, 20-assist game. He was also the fastest player to hit 16,000 points, 8,000 rebounds, and 5,000 assists. Alex English and Carmelo Anthony were stars, but Jokic has taken the Nuggets to a whole new level. Thunder. Russell Westbrook's the greatest player in Thunder history, and his run was unforgettable. He spent 11 seasons in Oklahoma City and averaged over 21 points, more than 8 assists, and 7 rebounds across 821 games. In 2016 to 2017, he became the first player since Oscar Robertson to average a triple-double for a season and won Most Valuable Player. That same year, he broke the all-time single-season record with 42 triple-double. He was named an All-Star 7 times and earned multiple All-NBA honors, including 2 first-team selections. Westbrook's leadership helped keep the Thunder competitive after other stars left, and he always delivered in the playoff. He dropped 51 points in a playoff game against Houston and led OKC to the finals back in 2012. That team had Kevin Durant, but it was Westbrook who became the face of the franchise. Nobody else has brought the same energy, production, and loyalty to the Thunder like he did. Heat. D-Wade's the greatest player in Heat history and built the foundation for everything that followed. He spent 16 seasons in the league, most of them in Miami, and averaged over 22 points, more than 5 assists, and nearly 5 rebounds per game while shooting 48% from the field. Wade led the Heat to 3 championships and took home Finals Most Valuable Player honors in 2006 after an incredible run where he averaged almost 35 points per game. He made 13 All-Star teams, earned multiple All-NBA honors, and landed on 3 All-Defensive squads. He's the franchise leader in points, assists, and steals. Nobody's done more for the Heat than him. His iconic game winner against the Bulls, and "this is my house" moment, became a part of Miami's culture forever. They retired his number 3 jersey and even unveiled a statue of him outside the arena. His legacy is unmatched, and his impact goes way beyond numbers and banners in the rafters. Grizzlies. Marc Gasol's the greatest player in Grizzlies history and the heart of their most successful era. He played 769 games for Memphis and averaged over 15 points, nearly 8 rebounds, and more than 3 assists while shooting 48% from the field. He became the franchise leader in rebounds and crossed the 10,000 point mark during his run. Gasol made 3 All-Star teams, earned 2 All-NBA second-team honors, and won Defensive Player of the Year in 2013. His leadership helped shape the grit and grind era, a stretch built on toughness, teamwork, and elite defense. He led Memphis to multiple playoff runs, including a trip to the Western Conference Finals in 2013. While he won a championship with Toronto later on, his true impact was felt in Memphis, where his jersey now hangs in the raft. His recent Hall of Fame nomination only adds to a legacy already locked in as the defining face of Grizzlies basketball. Magic. Dwight Howard's the greatest player in Magic history, and his dominance still stands out. He spent 8 seasons in Orlando and made 8 straight All-Star teams while anchoring the team on both ends. He won Defensive Player of the Year 3 times in a row, becoming the first ever to do it. He also grabbed 5 All-NBA first-team honors and carried the franchise to the finals in 2009. He holds the franchise records for points, rebound, blocks, free throws made, and minutes played. Howard averaged double-digit rebounds every year and was a force inside, with unmatched athleticism and timing. In 2009, he posted 15.8 win shares and ranked 3rd in the league, showing just how valuable he was. His player efficiency rating peaked at 26.5, putting him among the league's most impactful players. Shaquille O'Neal and Tracy McGrady had iconic stretches, but Dwight's longevity, records, and playoff success make him the most important player in Magic history. Mavericks. Dirk Nowitzki's the greatest player in Mavericks history, and there's no one even close. He spent 21 seasons in Dallas, scored more than 31,000 points, and became one of the top scorers in league history. He grabbed over 11,000 rebounds, dished out more than 3,000 assists, and shot 47% from the field. He also knocked down nearly 2,000 three-pointers and hit free throws at almost 88%. Dirk made 14 All-Star teams, won League Most Valuable Player in 2007, and led Dallas to its first title in 2011, grabbing Finals Most Valuable Player. He holds every major franchise record: points, rebounds, assists, blocks, and more. His loyalty and leadership helped define the Mavericks' identity and turn them into a respected powerhouse. Luka was great, but Dirk's consistency and championship run make him the ultimate Maverick. They even retired his jersey and built a statue outside the arena to honor him forever. Pelicans or New Orleans Hornets. Chris Paul's the greatest player in New Orleans history, and his time there still stands as the franchise's most exciting run. He played 6 seasons there and averaged more than 16 points, nearly 8 assists, and over 5 rebounds right from the jump. He won Rookie of the Year in 2006 and led the league in assists and steals in back-to-back years. Paul made 3 All-Star teams, earned 2 All-NBA first-team selections, and consistently ranked among the most efficient players in the league. He holds the franchise records for assists and steals and sits 3rd all-time in scoring for the team. In 2008, he guided New Orleans to a franchise-best 56 wins and a deep playoff run, posting 15.8 win shares that season. Anthony Davis and David West had great careers, but Paul's leadership, playmaking, and all-around dominance helped elevate the franchise to its most competitive years and made him the face of that era without question. Spurs. Tim Duncan's the greatest player in Spurs history and built the foundation of their dynasty. He spent 19 seasons in San Antonio, scored over 26,000 points, and shot more than 50% from the field. He pulled down almost 15,000 rebounds, blocked nearly 3,000 shots, and averaged more than 3 assists per game too. Duncan led the Spurs to 5 championships, won 3 Finals Most Valuable Player awards, and grabbed back-to-back league Most Valuable Player trophies in 2002 and 2003. He made 15 All-Star teams, earned 10 All-NBA first-team selections, and landed on 8 All-Defensive first teams. Early on, He dominated alongside David Robinson in the Twin Towers era, then continued winning with Tony Parker and Manu Ginobili in the Big Three stretch. Duncan reached the playoffs every season of his career and helped the team win at least 50 games almost every year. His leadership, consistency, and unselfishness made him the true heart of San Antonio basketball. Pacers. Reggie Miller's the greatest player in Pacers history and carried the franchise through nearly 2 decades of success. He played all 18 seasons in Indiana, scored more than 25,000 points, and averaged over 18 per game. He shot 47% from the field, nearly 40% from deep, and almost 89% at the line. Miller made 5 All-Star teams, earned All-NBA honors 3 times, and was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2012. He holds franchise records for points, assists, steals, and games played, suiting up in 1,389 regular season games. In 2000, he led Indiana to its first NBA Finals, and his teams were playoff regulars through the 90s and early 2000s. Miller earned the nickname the Knick Killer with his clutch performances and became one of the league's most feared late-game shooters. Nobody represented the Pacers better than Reggie, and his legacy still defines the franchise to this day. Timberwolves. Kevin Garnett's the greatest player in Timberwolves history, and he still holds just about every record that mattered. He spent 12 seasons in Minnesota and scored over 19,000 points, while averaging more than 20 per game. He grabbed more than 10,000 rebounds, dished out over 4,000 assists, and shot nearly 50% from the field. Garnett also recorded more than 1,500 blocks and over 1,300 steals, leading the franchise in both categories. He did it all: score, pass, rebound, and defend at an elite level. In 2004, he won League Most Valuable Player and carried the Timberwolves to the Western Conference Finals for the first and only time. He also won the All-Star Game Most Valuable Player in 2003 and later picked up Defensive Player of the Year in 2008. His intensity, leadership, and impact on both ends made him the face of Minnesota basketball. No player has ever defined that team like Garnett did. His legacy is untouchable. Trailblazers. Damian Lillard's the greatest player in Trailblazers history, and his numbers make it crystal clear. He scored more than 18,000 points in Portland, passing Clyde Drexler for the top spot all time. He holds the highest points per game average in team history at over 25 per night. Lillard also leads the franchise in three-pointers made with more than 2,300, and he knocked down more than 4,400 free throws at nearly 89% accuracy. He ranks second in assists with over 5,000, showing how much he balanced scoring and playmaking. Across 769 games, he averaged more than 6 assists and over 4 rebounds too. Lillard built a reputation as one of the league's deadliest clutch performers, always rising in the biggest moments. Clyde Drexler and Bill Walton both had legendary runs, but Lillard's records, consistency, and leadership over a decade make him the true face of the franchise without any doubt. Suns. Steve Nash is the greatest player in Suns history and led one of the most exciting eras the franchise has ever seen. He played 744 games for Phoenix and averaged more than 14 points, nearly 10 assists, and over 3 rebounds a night. He won back-to-back league Most Valuable Player awards in 2005 and 2006 and made 8 All-Star appearances throughout his career. Nash earned 3 All-NBA first-team selections and led the league in assists 5 times, including 3 straight seasons. He joined the exclusive 50, 40, 90 club 4 times, showing off his ridiculous shooting efficiency. He holds the franchise record for assists with more than 6,900 and sits 8th all-time in scoring for the team. Under Nash, the Suns grabbed division titles in 2005, 2006, and 2007. His leadership helped popularize the fast-paced 7 seconds or less offense. Charles Barkley, Amar'e Stoudemire were stars, but Nash's impact is simply unmatched. Sixers. Julius Erving is the greatest player in Sixers history, and his case is absolutely stacked. He played 11 seasons in Philadelphia, scored over 18,000 points, and averaged more than 22 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists per game. He kept up over 20 points a night in 7 of his 11 seasons, showing insane consistency. Dr. J shot over 50% from the field for 5 straight seasons and posted a true shooting percentage near 57%, which is wild for that era. He always turned it up in the playoffs, dropping more than 2,400 points across 122 games. In 1980, he averaged over 25 points and 7 rebounds during their finals run. His career player efficiency rating with the Sixers was over 21, and he racked up over 100 win shares. Allen Iverson was great, but Dr. J's scoring, efficiency, defense, and leadership give him the clear edge as the greatest Sixer ever. Pistons. Isaiah Thomas is the greatest player in Pistons history, and his impact still defines the franchise. He played 979 regular season games, scored over 18,000 points, and dished out more than 9,000 assists, while shooting over 45% from the field. He led Detroit to back-to-back championships in 1989 and 1990, grabbing Finals Most Valuable Player both times. Thomas made 12 All-Star teams, earned 5 All-NBA selections, and always stepped up in big moments. He holds franchise records for points, assists, steals, and minutes played, showing how much he meant to the team every single night. Under his leadership, the Pistons built the bad boys identity and became one of the toughest teams ever. The famous Jordan Rules defensive strategy came under his leadership, frustrating even the league's best. Joe Dumars and Ben Wallace had legendary runs, but Thomas's leadership, winning pedigree, and all-around excellence make him the true face of Detroit basketball forever. Kings. Oscar Robertson is the greatest player in Kings history. He scored over 22,000 points in 752 games, averaging more than 29 points per night. He dished out over 7,700 assists and grabbed more than 8 rebounds per game, an incredible feat for a guard. In the 1962 season, he pulled off the unthinkable by averaging a triple-double with more than 30 points, 12 rebounds, and 11 assists per game. His career player efficiency rating with the franchise sat above 23, and his true shooting percentage hit 56%, showing off ridiculous efficiency. He totaled over 189 win shares, proving his nonstop impact every night. He won League Most Valuable Player in 1964 and led the Royals to consistent playoff appearances. Rockets. Hakeem is the greatest player in Rockets history, and his legacy still shines. He played 1,238 regular season games, scored over 26,000 points, and pulled down more than 13,000 rebounds. Hakeem also blocked over 3,800 shots and averaged nearly 22 points per game. He led Houston to back-to-back championships in 1994 and 1995, winning Finals Most Valuable Player both times. In 1994, he grabbed League Most Valuable Player and Defensive Player of the Year, a rare double that showed his dominance on both ends. He made 12 All-Star teams, earned 6 All-NBA first-team selections, and remains the only player ever with over 3,000 blocks and 2,000 steals. His famous Dream Shake changed post-play forever, and his leadership turned the Rockets into champions. James Harden made history in Houston too, but Hakeem's scoring, defense, and championship pedigree make him the clear greatest Rocket ever. Nets. Jason Kidd is the greatest player in Nets history and completely changed the franchise. He played 506 regular season games, averaged over 14 points, 9 assists, and 7 rebounds a night, and racked up 61 triple-doubles during his time in New Jersey. He led the team to 6 straight playoff runs, including back-to-back finals appearances in 2002 and 2003. In those 78 playoff games, he boosted his numbers to more than 16 points, 9 assists, and nearly 8 rebounds per game. Kidd dominated on defense too, averaging almost 2 steals per night and grabbing multiple all-defensive first and second team honors. He helped turn the Nets around instantly, improving their win total by 26 games in his first season. He holds franchise records for assists, steals, three-pointers made, and triple-double. Other stars have passed through, but Kidd's leadership, playmaking, and defense make him the greatest Net of all time. Hornets. Kemba Walker is the greatest player in Hornets history, and his impact is undeniable. He played 605 games for Charlotte, scoring over 12,000 points, dishing out more than 3,000 assists, and grabbing nearly 2,400 rebounds. Kemba was a 4-time All-Star, earning selections in 2017, 2018, 2019, and 2020. He made the All-NBA third team in 2019 and won the Sportsmanship Award twice, showing his respect for the game and fans. Kemba also holds the franchise records for points, games played, and minutes played. On November 17, 2018, he dropped a franchise record 60 points in an overtime thriller against Philadelphia. In the 2016 playoffs, he averaged over 22 points and led Charlotte in a hard-fought series. Other players have left their mark, but Kemba's scoring, leadership, and electrifying play lift him above them all. His time in Charlotte defines the modern era of Hornets basketball. Hawks. Dominique Wilkins is the greatest player in Hawks history. He played 882 games for Atlanta, scoring over 23,000 points and grabbing more than 6,000 rebounds. Wilkins averaged over 26 points per game during his Hawks career. He won the NBA scoring title in 1986, averaging over 30 points per game. His field goal percentage peaked at over 48% in 1990. Wilkins posted strong advanced metrics, including a PER of 24.4 in 1987. His usage rate hit 35% in 1988, leading the league. He made 9 All-Star appearances and earned 7 All-NBA selections. Wilkins also won 2 slam dunk contests, electrifying fans worldwide. He holds franchise records for games played, points scored, and field goals made. Bob Pettit won a championship, but Wilkins' scoring, longevity, and cultural impact make him the greatest Hawk ever. His legacy continues to define Atlanta basketball to this day. Jazz. Karl Malone is the greatest player in Utah Jazz history, no doubt about it. He played 1,476 games, scoring over 36,000 points. Malone averaged 25 points, 10 rebounds, and nearly 4 assists. He made 14 All-Star appearances and earned 11 All-NBA first-team honors. Malone won 2 MVP awards in 1997 and 1999. He led Utah to back-to-back NBA Finals against the Chicago Bulls. Malone holds Jazz records for points, rebounds, field goals, and minutes played. He also leads the NBA in free throws made and attempted. Malone's partnership with John Stockton formed one of basketball's best duos ever. Stockton and Pistol Pete were great, but Malone's dominance stands tallest. His leadership and consistency defined the Jazz for nearly 2 decades. Malone's legacy as the mailman continues to inspire fans and players. Without question, Karl Malone is the ultimate Utah Jazz legend and forever the face of the franchise. Wizards. Wes Unseld is absolutely the greatest player in Washington Bullets history. He played 984 games, averaging over 10 points and 14 rebounds. Unseld won both Rookie of the Year and MVP in 1969. He grabbed 22 rebounds in his very first NBA game. Wes led the Bullets to 4 finals, winning the title in 1978. He earned Finals MVP honors, proving his leadership in clutch moments. Unseld made 5 All-Star appearances and entered the Hall of Fame in 1988. He later coached the team and worked as general manager. His jersey number 41 is retired forever by the franchise. Wes Unseld leads the franchise in games played, a true Iron Man. His impact goes beyond stats. As a community leader in Washington, while other greats like Elvin Hayes and John Wall had success, Unseld's legacy is unmatched. His leadership, toughness, and dedication make him the ultimate Washington Bullets legend. If you enjoyed this, I'm going to be posting a lot here. I would greatly appreciate it if you could subscribe. Thanks for watching.